I wake up to my second life.
I'm Taylor Van Ginkle. I go by Teenage Priest. I'm from Orange County, California. And yeah, I make music. That's pretty much it. That's all you need to know. I'm young. I'm young.
And you're
I'm
hip.
sexy.
Wrinkle-free.
I'm wrinkle-free. Skincare, baby. My 5 daily beauty tip: drink water, moisturize, sunscreen, which I don't do. I don't even do that. Sunscreen. Don't drink soda. We have to abolish soda. Abolish ice, abolish soda.
Teenage priest. So I'm super curious. How did you come up with that?
Honestly, it was like such a joke for a long time. I think I've had it since right after high school. We were joking about making this like post-Christian like punk band or something.
Yeah.
And the joke was always that we were trying to get a residency in the Vatican and play for the Pope. I kept it for a long time, and then I was like, okay, maybe I kind of want to release music, so I just put it up.
One thing I've always noticed about you is like you're so 100% original, so unique, and like there's only like one you. So I kind of wanted to know, where did that come from? I want to know little Taylor.
Well, first of all, it's very nice of you. I don't think I'm always that original. Maybe I'm stealing stuff and I'm just conning you, you know?
Then you're a really good actor.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, when I was younger, I was like really crazy and like, I think I was just really hyper and had a lot of ADHD,
Yeah.
kind of like all over the place.
I feel like you're so artistic and like you
Oh,
make
nice of you.
you put all this stuff together. So I'm just like, where did that come from?
That's nice of you. I think I'm not like a fine arts major or anything. I don't like take myself super seriously in these things. Me to just like try different things.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to, as best I can, like try to do something that's like different. Those drawings, like my cover art is from my friend Ty. His stuff reminds me of like when I was a kid. And I always think that's like the best like indicator when something like feels good and free is like, I don't know, because they always say that corny thing like your inner artist child is like a child.
No, it's true though.
Yeah, and you like have to nurture it.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know. I think that's like a good indicator, like when you're learning something and when you're like being true to like who you were when you were younger.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I see. Like, and like I love my friend Ty too, and I think his stuff's sick. I don't know, it just like feels really good.
Yeah, you found
Nice.
like someone that understands you, so you guys can like really work well together.
Totally. It just shows me a bunch of his paintings, and I'm like, yeah, this one's like perfect. Yeah, so it's like everything in my project has felt really like natural so far. I've just been able to work with my friends and like feels like, yeah, be true to whatever that means, be true to like what my music is.
And that's kind of like, I feel like it relates to kind of like all kind of art forms, because like you have to find your sense of truth. And I feel like if you're not working with that, it's gonna seem like on the surface or like very stereotypical and like like not authentic. That kind of separates like really good artists, or the ones that are like really have something to say, than ones that are just like, you know, trying to be somebody.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think I go on like YouTube binges like every night of like I've been really into like David Lynch, but he's like incredible when it comes to describing like creative process. There's actually an interview with like David Foster Wallace, who's like another writer, but he said when he saw that David Lynch didn't want to be anything else but like creative and like true to his creative process, that's what made him a good artist, you know? Yeah. And I think that's like, that's my like, I get so annoyed with people today who are just like, oh, I know why you're doing that. You know, it's like, because that's working. I'm not talking like I'm some like creative genius or something, but like my stuff has so many references, you know, from other artists. Be like by copying another artist, you learn to make your own art kind of thing. Reference to everything is like post-impressionist art. Yeah. Like it's very cliche, but I'm like obsessed with Van Gogh, and I've read all of his like little books and his letters to his brother, and I think it's just like so like beautiful. It's always just been attached to his paintings and stuff like that. So whenever I'm talking to like my friend Paul or something, or Ty, I'm like, yeah, make it like Van Gogh, which is like so ridiculous. I'm just saying like make it like impressionist, post-impressionist type stuff, especially with like colors. the smearing of greens and yellows and stuff like that.
Just because you know me and like arts education and stuff, why do you think,
Mhm.
especially right now, like why do you think the world needs like arts and music?
I think art describes the things that we can't articulate. Artists describe the things that we can't fully articulate. There's like, I love this theory of the great collective unconsciousness. And it's like what we're all experiencing every day. And these little things affect us, but it takes like a great artist to articulate those things and to bring them out of the unconscious and like into the, that sounds like very heroic. I do think like artists are like heroes in that way. Name what we're feeling. I think a lot of people like in quarantine haven't had this much time to themselves like ever, you know, and to deal with their internal life. So I think like music and movies and like visual arts are, you know, helping people articulate their feelings and their process much better than a lot of things. I mean, everyone needs therapy too at the same time. So I think it's just like, it takes a therapeutic role right now, especially approaching November when shit's gonna get like so crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I wish if we could all see like the other side as like kids, you know, still. Like we would have so much more empathy for each other. And it's like, oh.
Why do you need this, Taylor? Why do you love this stuff? Why do you do it?
Why do I do it? Like not take myself so seriously, you know? Yeah, I think I just get way too, when I'm making like really bad music, I'm taking myself very seriously. I'm thinking of myself like in front of my brain, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I'm like a musician, I should be better or something. But like on my relaxed days when I'm like, I'm just gonna make something for pure enjoyment. I think like even when I'm writing, I think in like a higher voice, like a higher octave, because it like sounds funnier. And I'm like, oh, that's like not me. I don't know, because I talk in such a low voice that I'm like, oh, that can like be something else. Or that this, I can envision this a lot better, if that makes sense. Just to not take myself so seriously and to like, obviously, like I make music alone, but to like participate in a community of, you know, musicians and songwriters. If I can be totally comfortable around them, we make something like amazing. And it's the same way with them. Like, I feel like we make something amazing every time. You write best when you're egoless in the beginning of the day. So like when you wake up in the morning, like try and write something down, like write something on a piece of paper, try to write a song. And at the end of the day is when you're so full of ego because you've been thinking about yourself and how you're processing things all day.
Yeah.
I guess as a songwriter, I'm trying to get like how I am in the morning, like all day. Maybe that's like really different for everyone because I know a lot of people write like totally at night, but yeah, I feel like the lightest when I'm in the morning. I feel like I can like articulate my feelings better and
Yeah.
not take it so personal.
Mhm. What do you want to accomplish as an artist?
Ooh, I want to work with my peers. I want to like make albums with people I respect and just like really have fun. Like I want to put out whatever I want to like I'm into at the time. I hope I'm able to be like free enough as an artist to do that. Like I love the idea of putting out like a pop album or like an indie album and then doing like a house dance album for fun and just like feature different people. Like I don't know, just having the freedom to do what I want to do and to just hire my friends to work with me and to enjoy that, you know.
Support one another. I think it's so important.
I love like bringing the community up with you and being like, yo, let's just, yeah. I love the idea like pre-internet ages when we were just making things city to city. You're like, oh, something's cool that is coming out of the Bay. Something cool is coming out of like, you know, Brooklyn or something. I like to just think like that, like, oh, these, you know, 10 people were doing something cool in this time. And yeah. So that's my goal. Bring my friends up with me. Enjoy it.
Best advice you've received, or any advice you'd give to any artist trying to do this?
Trust your taste is a good thing that I think I don't even know where I heard that, honestly. But I think that's like trust your taste over your talent kind of thing. You're only going to put out what you like, you know? If you have good taste, it should be good enough for you to enjoy. Learn everything you can, I think in music especially. Like you have to constantly keep learning. It's like fun. Enjoy learning and enjoy the process and Yeah, I think that's my advice. Oh my gosh.
See how easy that was? Let's get weird. 5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. We're rolling and